Helen Yee with Eyes on the Game here at RVCA, being joined by one of my favorite people, Coach Jason Parillo. Always great catching up with you. I saw you down in Jacksonville for that UFC fight.
You did.
Yeah.
That was great seeing you down there. It was great getting out of the house as well, wasn't it? Yeah. It was good. It was nice to eat at restaurants and stuff because I know Florida was open up, before everybody else. But it was nice to get out and get some food at restaurants to sit down and eat and whatnot. But and unfortunately, my boy got robbed on his fight. But it was a good trip. It was nice to see you and your man.
The schmo behind the cameras right now. But speaking of Cheeto's fight, I know many people had scored that fight for him. Sean O'Malley was on the Schmo Zone podcast, which he told us. Do you think Cheeto won his last fight?
I thought he did. Yeah. That's why. If he would have lost, I wouldn't maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna call him out yet. It's. I mean, I guess that kind of was, but. We'll see. I thought he won that last fight.
I know they were scheduled before. What do you think of that possible matchup?
Yeah, for Cheeto's next upcoming fight, I'd be thrilled to have that fight. That's an exciting fight. I know that the Sugar O'Malley guy, he's drawn a lot of attention right now. So with that kind of attention, that attention will transfer over to my boy Cheeto after he beats him. And it's an exciting fight. It was a fight that was lined up a while ago. I know that there was some issues with the kid, so that got held off for a while. But I don't know. It's looking like now's the time. So hopefully the fight goes through.
Well, how soon is Cheeto ready to return to the octagon?
Cheeto was ready right after that last fight. I mean, his manager was discussing, a possible fight at, late this month, June, but that didn't turn out. But he's a durable kid, man. That Cheeto, he's a real tough kid. He's got, he doesn't stop. He's training nonstop. He's the type of guy that I always love working with, the guys that are all about it and just really campaigning to get to a world title at some point. And stays in the gym, always hungry, lives a clean life, and he's always ready to go.
And speaking of always training top fighters, another one, former UFC lightweight champion, Rafael dos Anjos. How's he looking? How's he doing? When can we expect a return for him?
God, there's another God. I say it time and time again, do not sleep on RDA. That guy's going to continue to campaign for another world title. He's in tremendous shape right now. He took it where he was supposed to train this morning, but he's taking a little road trip, and he likes to go out and shoot his guns and whatnot. But he's in great shape. He's always ready. I know he was hoping even to get a fight during this whole quarantine thing, but whenever, our RDA's sitting back and waiting, and I know he's doing a lot of dieting. He's flirting with some ideas as well, but you'll see RD as soon as possible. Again, he's ready, and once they give him a call, he'll be ready to go.
In 155?
Well, there's some stuff I think that he's flirting with that, but we'll wait and see. Here's a guy that he's in such an in-between weight class. It's so tight. It's really frustrating for obviously for a coach and for everybody. Not frustrating because it's upsetting. It's a difficult spot for him because he's got some heavy bones, that kid, because he you're looking at a lot of people looking at him like this is a guy that can make 155, but you put him on the scale, you go through, you're talking through nutritionists and doing all types of physical tests on him to see where his actual weight is, and he's just such a heavy guy, and heavy guy for you know what I mean. Heavy,
size,
however that works out. But we'll see what happens with him. But again, don't sleep on Rafael dos Anjos. He's going to continue to campaign for a world title, and I see him winning another one as well.
But he did recently mention, and I mean, he's mentioned to me even years ago, he still wants that Conor fight.
Yeah, he does. And when they're talking about it, and the ironic thing about the Conor fight is, Conor McGregor's manager is a friend of mine, Adi Attar, and we had spoken, before, prior to Khabib, a while ago. Obviously it was quite some time ago, but I know that they were talking about wanting to fight RDA again. We'll make that fight happen because I know it was scheduled at one point. But I think there's an interest there for Conor as well as obviously for Rafael, he would love to fight the guy. I mean, a lot of everybody wants to fight the money fight, and he's a money guy, I think, in the sport right now. And yeah, it would be wonderful to see that fight come together.
But I know he, like you mentioned, I mean, has bounced around between 155, 170. Where do you think he should fight at?
Wherever he's comfortable, But no, I would like to. I would like to see him, if he can get down to 55 in a healthy way and still feel strong, still feels like he's the person that he is, then I would love to see him go down at 155. I think there's a lot of exciting fights down there for him. If that Rafael had gotten hurt a couple times at 155, and I think that's due strictly to the weight class, to the cutting of the weight, because you see him about 170, he's taking punches by the best of them. He's taking punches by the Robbie Lawlers, Usman, Covington, all of them. These big monstrous 170 pounders, these big boys are cracking him on the beard, and he's taking it like I haven't seen him get hurt once in his fights at 170. So, that's the difficult part. Is if we can get 100% of RDA at 155, I'd love to see him there. But if it's going to affect his, it's going to affect his strength and the way he absorbs, punishment as well, then we're safer at staying at 170.
Lastly, someone else who has kind of been making some noise during this time, but I won't get into politics, but Tito Ortiz. Do you ever see him fighting again?
Tito! He's going to be a cop. You didn't see that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, no. We're going to be wheeling Tito out in a wheelchair in about fucking 20 years to his fights. You know what I mean? But Tito's, if they will pay Tito Ortiz a fight, Tito Ortiz will fight. But I know he does have one more lined up or he has one more on a contract with Kabate, I believe. And he definitely still, if Tito said he was going to do it, and he's stubborn, the type of person Tito is, he's going to follow up on that fight. It's just a matter of getting the right opponent, the right money, all the business part of the whole fight game. But yeah, if not, we'll definitely see him, and he'll be a boy in the blue here sooner or later, though, walking around with a gun. But yeah, God bless Tito, man. He's my man. I love the guy.